Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello everyone, my name is Cepi Ramdhani. My student's number is 182122038. In this occasion, I'm the first person of this group who going to explain and present one interesting topic about ELT materials development, selecting and evaluating ELT materials. Alright, I will start by explaining material development. So, what is material development? Material development is related to these following terms. They are teaching and learning. They are related to each other so that we can see here that the material development can be anything done by the materials developers or teachers to facilitate the learning of the language. In this case, we could say that is teaching. Besides, material development can also be a process which consists of the committing to memory of information relevant to what is being learned. In this case, we could also say that is learning. Up to this point, materials development can also be defined as the following definition that you can read in this slide provided. Alright, the next one I will explain about the nature of the materials development. This is about the goal of the materials development itself. The goal is to create materials that can serve as resources for effective teaching. For example, the writer starts with a learning goal in mind and then seeks to create a set of activities that enable that goal to be reached in the process of learning and teaching activities in the classroom. According to Schulman, 1987 described that the transformation phase of the transformation level or the transformation step of this process consists of first is preparation. This preparation consists of critical interpretation and analysis of text, structuring and segmentation, development of curricular repertoire, and clarification of purposes. That is the first one. And the second one, it is about the representation. This involves use of a representational repertoire that includes analogies, metaphors, example, explanation, and so on. And the third one, we can know that is the nature of materials development is about adapting and tailoring the student's characteristic. This involves consideration of conception, preconception, misconception, and difficulties. For example, language, culture, and motivation and social class, such as gender, age, ability, aptitude, interest, self-concept, and attention. Alright, the next one, I will tell and explain about the preparing materials for the program. This is about the advantages and disadvantages of the materials development. The first one, I will tell and explain about the advantages. The advantages of building a materials development component into a program, including first, is relevance. This means that materials can be produced that are directly relevant to students and institutional needs. Right. And the second one is develop expertise. Developing materials can help develop expertise among staff, giving them a greater understanding of the characteristic of effective materials. The third one is reputation. Institutionally developed materials may enhance the reputation of the institution by demonstrating its commitment to providing materials development, particularly for its students. This is related to the fourth advantages, that is flexibility. Materials produced within the institution can be revised or adapted as needed, giving a greater flexibility than a commercial course book. And the next one is, beside the advantages, there are disadvantages of the materials development itself. The disadvantages of this material development is also need to be considered before embarking on materials development. The first disadvantages is about cost. Quality materials take time to produce, and adequate staff time as well as resources need to be allocated to such a project. The second one is about quality. Teachers-made materials will not normally have the same standard of design and production as commercial materials, hence may not present the same image as the commercial materials, which means that is different. And the third one is about training. To prepare teachers for materials writing project, adequate training should be provided. Of course, this will be help the teacher for materials writing project in a materials development. And the next one is according to Route 3 1997 points out that the good materials should be, beside the disadvantages and the disadvantages of the materials development, there are some things that should be pay attention more, that should be we should be pay attention more to be good materials. That should be, first is arouse the learner's interest. The second one is remind them of earlier learning. Tell them what they will be learning next. Explain new learning content to them. Relate these ideas to learners' previous learning. And the next one is get learners to think about new content. Help them or students or learners get feedback on their learning. Encourage them to practice. And the next one is enable them to check their progress, and the last one is help them to be better, to do better. Maybe that's all from me. Thank you so much for your nice attention. The new material will be explained by the new presenter. Thank you.